IGN first for the month of June 2022 is all about Sonic Frontiers.
This is
we've got
the
gameplay,
part where
we've
we
got previews,
react.
and we've got interviews from the developers who made it all happen. All month long, we'll be diving deep into what you can expect when the game makes its way to you later down the road.
Cool.
First up, we've got the world premiere gameplay focusing on exploring the mysterious island that Sonic suddenly finds himself stranded on at the start of the game.
Cool.
Be sure to stick with IGN throughout June so you don't miss anything. Until then, here's your first
Hold
look
on,
at gameplay
is my...
from Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah, why is my quality... Let me turn up to 4K. Okay, this is the world premiere gameplay for Sonic Frontiers. Here are my initial reactions. First off, pop in... Oh, so annoying. I've seen this, by the way. I wanted to make like more of a reaction to everything at once rather than going over loads of things, because bearing in mind, I'm not a Sonic channel. Okay, that punch did not look good. Alright, still using the Forces animation, Forces model, which I don't really mind, to be honest. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, the Forces model. I mean, you know, I would have preferred to use the other model, but I don't really care. Hey, I mean, so far the environment looks really good. Like, you gotta give it that. I don't know why, but this... I don't know who played this, or... Also, notice momentum. Going up the rail. I don't know who played this, because why are they playing like it's some sort of Breath of the Wild game? Because Sonic's supposed to be a fast character. I don't really see many Sonic elements in this, but I'm not saying that Sonic doesn't fit in this world. He definitely does. I just think it needs to be more Sonicified, like adding loop-the-loops or springs. I know there are springs, but they don't look too Sonic-y. Okay, that's cool. That's like kind of like a Sonic thing they would add in a game. Yeah, so much poppin', which kind of hints... I've already seen this, but apparently it's like an early build, which wouldn't make much sense. Why are you showing off an early build of a game that's supposed to be coming out this year? Doesn't make too much sense. I mean, for Gotham Knights that made sense, because that game was coming out 2 years later, but... Hey, actually, you know what I'll say about the rail grinding? I kind of like that stance that Sonic does on the rail. Obviously, the animation switching from rail to rail is, like, catastrophically bad. You see that popping as well. Hey, you see that's one of the Titans, in the corner there. Hey, there's like a reticle for the homing attack, but this time there's no animation for the homing attack, which makes no sense. Okay. This kind of just looks like a fan game, because I don't get why Sonic just I don't know, it just looks like something that was popped into Unreal Engine and then just made. Okay. To be honest, Momentum, I would love Momentum, because obviously the adventure games are the best games in the series, no debate. But I wouldn't even mind if Momentum wasn't here. I just want it to be fast, which, like, just go fast, Sonic. It's not that hard. And maybe it's because the world is too small. Maybe that's why. Okay, the tricks here. The tricks are really bad. And the reason I was so hyped in the first showcase that I did like a reaction video about a couple weeks ago was because they showed very small snippets, and I thought it genuinely looked good. Like, a lot of people would be like, oh, this looks weird. I thought it looked good until you see the entire gameplay. That's when it looks a bit strange. I don't get why they would use all the Forces animations, like the stomp. I hated I think the stomp sucked in Forces. Like, you don't actually understand how terrible that was. Because a lot of people don't use stomp. Okay, here's like the puzzle where he just, for some reason, just presses a button and then it moves it. Like, very, very complicated. Then that makes the Forces noise. Yeah, I mean... Okay, it does like that thing. Oh, we heard a bit of Roger Craig Smith. Also a pretty good Batman voice. See, look, the rail's going, which must mean this is like some sort of tutorial or something like that. This section here reminds me of Halo Infinite. Actually, this world looks like a Halo Forge map. It kind of does. Like, if you look at it. It looks a lot like one. The rails in the sky, like, it looks weird, like really dumb as well. Oh, there's the bird. I saw the bird. Now, I have heard that there is gameplay much better than this, but I don't know why they wouldn't show that first. It doesn't make much sense. Like, whoever was marketing this at Sega just... Bro, even I could do a better job than this at marketing. I mean, this bit's cool, but, like, the bird is just terrible. And also, it's me saying that looks good isn't really much, because it's pretty easy just to make a forest and Sonic running through a forest. I don't like how he's boosting. Like, it doesn't make sense. Sonic shouldn't be boosting like that. His natural speed should be his natural speed, not just pressing a button and then it going. But I noticed that there is like that weird kind of rock thing that you can climb up. Like, you know when Sonic was running up the wall and then he climbed on it? That kind of glowing texture, you see like over here, over there? What is it? There's multiple ways to get up these towers, but they're quite... Okay, he actually failed that. It's quite easy to get up the towers, so, you know, it's pretty easy. It's not really complex. Same with the Titan. I saw the Titan gameplay, and it was pretty pathetic. Okay, I really don't like this bit. Like, there's literally springs and boost panels. Like, why is that here? What are those? I genuinely don't know what those are. Is that Chao? Might actually be Chao. They look like... I don't even know. What are they called? Those ones from Rayman. I still can't remember that. Yeah, that was the world premiere. We're going to get on to the impressions. But what do I think about this? I give it like a 3 out of 10. It was pretty bad. I'm not even just saying that because people have said that. I genuinely just find this super underwhelming. Like, I think the best way to showcase the game was to show the story in the game. So show the story, just like they did in Gotham Knights, even though that game was pretty bad. Like, just show the game, right? But then show the story. So Sonic could have woken up and then you see Sonic going around, and then there's like a voice telling you what to do. That would have made so much sense. Not just this sandbox. Like, why would you show a sandbox? It makes no sense. Also, I don't know why. You can climb up that because I see it, but why is that not rendered in? I don't know. What is this? That's a heart. The thing that I'm supposed to bring to Amy. Just want to kind of look at this. The rocks, obviously collision. That's a thing. The bridge. Bro, the bridge looks straight out of Halo. I'm sorry, but it just does. It looks like the ones in Halo. But I think that's like a Forces asset. That's a heart. Yep. Oh yeah, let's look at these tricks. These tricks are pathetic. Look at these. No, look at these tricks. And I don't even care if the tricks were like not automated, but like you couldn't move in the air. You just had to like press the buttons. No, move the stick to do the tricks, because obviously then, you know. But then I feel like because you've got so much freedom of movement that the animation is so bad in the air. But obviously I think this is like the old build. We're gonna go on to the combat gameplay now. Alright, combat gameplay. Let's do this. We see an idle animation, but
IGN First continues on with yet another look at Sonic Frontiers gameplay. This time focusing on combat. Sonic is up against an all-new set of baddies, some of
Wait, is this the same guy that said Sonic was never good? You know that IGN live stream that they did back in 2016?
Fortunately, Sonic's got some new tricks up his sleeve.
God.
Make sure to stick with IGN all throughout June because we've got a full hands-on preview and interviews from the developers in store. For now though, enjoy the combat of Sonic Frontiers.
Hey, they really just sucked up to IGN. Sonic Team just went, hey IGN, let me showcase on your thing. Okay, here's the ball guy. Hey, look, it's my my thing. Here you go. Oh, so you can't pick up the rings. You got hit, and then the rings you can't pick up. He's punching. He hits goes back on the wall. You see that like little like Why is this in 30 FPS? I don't know. But look, he jumps back on the wall. It's kind of like a dodge. That's why I said this looks a little bit like Spider-Man. Like not in terms of the. See that finish? It's not a finish. But like, some of the moves look like them. That's really cool. I really like the like these are really well animated. You see that? Look at that. His leg extends, wash and stretch. This one's questionable, but I guess it kind of gets made up for when you bro, look at that. You see that? See that? He just why did he do that? I don't know. You see their freedom of movement. I feel like I'm gonna like Frontiers though. I feel like I will just because of the story, because Ian Flint's writing it. Regardless of the gameplay, I think this game will be pretty good in terms of story. Bro, freaking Shroopins. Let's go. Sonic has never done that before. Or has he? I don't think he has. Oh, this is one of like one of these crabs? I don't know. This is not a crab. There's the spin cycle. I love this squash and stretch, but I wish they kind of did that in Sonic's actual like mode, like what is it, traversal. That's the one thing that games don't focus on. They focus on story, the combat, or whatever, but they don't focus on how they actually move in the world. Like for example, in Gotham Knights, I know I keep bringing up this game, it's because I reviewed it recently, about like how they traverse, like with the Fortnite glider and all of that. Like you need to actually show how you're gonna traverse in the world. And I don't think Sonic can just traverse using the way, I don't know, a way other games like Zelda and stuff like that and Elden Ring. I don't think that's how it's gonna work. I feel like you need a specific path for Sonic to run. I'm a bit like disappointed that there's no loop-de-loops. That's cool. That's really cool. But obviously it didn't work, which shows. And also, guys, I don't think this player is that dumb. I don't think he's he's trying to do attacks on purpose. He's just trying to show you what does and what doesn't work on the enemies, which shows how to beat the enemies. So he's not dumb. Like a lot of people saying, oh, this guy's so trash. He obviously doesn't know how to play combat. No, he's showing you how to play the game properly. Pretty sure. Hey, there's islands over there, like little things. But I hope there's actually going to be stuff to do on this island. What I don't like is there's just one enemy. It's just one enemy. Where's like multiple? Okay, here, I think here there's multiple, but they're not. They're all the same. I hope there's going to be like a mix-up of enemies. Like they all look the same. These enemies look really cool. Like, you know, their design is really awesome. Look at that. I feel like the animation, it's not terrible. This definitely has better animation than Gotham Knights, like by far. But yeah, that's really cool. I just think it just needs a little bit more polishing up. There we go. I really don't like how there's literally no homing attack animation though. That really annoys me. Like really, no homing attack animation. That's cool. You get like these coin things. This is like the Titan. If I'm being honest, okay, the Titan I was expecting to be a little bigger, to be honest. I don't know, it's not huge, it's alright, I guess. Kind of expecting it to be like massive. But hey, it's not bad, it's not bad. Okay, this bit I really like. Yeah, look, he switches, look, see that? He switched. That's cool, making use of the stomp. That's cool. Obviously, creating impact is like the thing. Okay. Spin cycle you're gonna do? Yep. That's cool. I like the spin cycle. And then you would something attack the leg. Yeah, cool. Kind of like the Death Egg robot in Generations. Spin cycles again. I don't get why these gameplay clips are so low res though. Like so it wasn't just me. I thought it was just me because I put this on like full 4K, but it looks terrible. Like why does the gameplay look so blurry? That bird needs animating. That bird. And to be honest, I don't care like saying all these things take time to animate because look at Generations, look at Unleashed. Did you see how good those animations are? They've had like since 2017 to do this. breaks one of those. Oh, I kind of like the way Sonic gets up, like he like gets into his pose. That was like my original thumbnail, wasn't it? Boost up the leg. Apparently, like, there's been some issues with that. Oh, that's cool. Final. But I don't get why he phases through the thing. You see, like, when he does that attack there, look at that. He phases through the attack. Also, that was not Roger. Look. See that he phases through. You see that? He's inside it. That doesn't make sense. Okay, cool. Cool gameplay. Okay, moving on to the impressions.
He's been a pioneer of the high-speed 2D platformer, an Olympic athlete, a respectable kart racing enthusiast, a fighter, a TV star, and a Hollywood blockbuster movie star.
Not gonna mention the adventure games, which got critically acclaimed. You know, Unleashed, obviously, which was a very good game. Generations, Colors. I think Colors' name is tarnished now because of the new remaster.
Well, but he's never done open world, and Sonic Frontiers fixes to change that. I was fortunate enough to be one of the first people outside of Sonic Team to go hands-on with Sonic Frontiers.
Yeah.
And let me just say, if you're worried about how the Blue Blur will fare in this unfamiliar genre, well, I think Crush 40 probably put it best. Open your heart. It's gonna be alright.
Oh, come on, stop trying to relate to Sonic fans in such a cringeworthy note. Come on, man, you know better than this.
The first thing that struck me about Sonic Frontiers was how uniquely somber and serene it was.
Wait, hold on, is that lines? What is that? Is that a zipline or something? Why am I talking about zip? No, it's a rail.
From the outset.
I just want to have a look, like, on the top of the... Bro, the top of the hills is going to be the coolest part of the game.
Flying into
I forgot about that, like, going on top of a hill.
Sonic finds himself separated from his friends and all alone on an isolated island.
So, like, Generations.
Nothing but an AI
Amnesia.
voice guiding him to collect the Chaos Emeralds. There's no one for Sonic to bounce quips off of, no energetic Crush 40 soundtrack, just wide open fields as far as the eye can see. There's an air of mystery in Sonic Frontiers, and it's a vibe that's driven home even further by the beautiful yet minimalist piano melodies that accompany Sonic as he explores the island.
And I don't hate that. I think that's kind of a cool, like, new theme for Sonic. Especially we're gonna have cyberspace levels which will kind of ramp up the more Sonic action. But I feel like the world should, even though it is not Sonic-like in terms of music, etc, etc.
All of this is a
I feel like it should still be Sonicified, like loop the loops, because think about Unleashed. Unleashed does not look like a Sonic game, like in terms of like the no, it doesn't. I mean, like in terms of like it doesn't look cartoony, because that's what Sonic mainly is, kind of like the high saturation. I've seen like a video that apparently if you turn up the saturation of the video, it looks a lot more like Sonic, so maybe that could fix it. But I feel like even if it doesn't look like Sonic, make loops and stuff like that, like loops. I know they got the rails, which is cool, but I feel like they need more loops, hills, twists and turns, kind of make it look a lot like Sonic. So
intentional choice. I asked Sonic Team head Takashi Iizuka to describe how the tone of Sonic Frontiers differs from previous Sonic games, and he said, past games in the Sonic series have taken different tones depending on their stories and themes. This time, these mysterious islands are the game's major setting. That's why our artists have worked hard to create a mysterious mood. Of course...
Mysterious mood, you mean like the cyberspace levels and then a cutscene and then you would play for a bit? So, I don't think it's... I don't know, maybe it might be... I don't know how this is going to be 20 to 30 hours, to be honest. I don't know how they're going to do that.
The big new change in Sonic Frontiers
this is grinding.
From
I don't know.
Linear levels to a huge open world where
because there was a report saying this is going to be 20 to 30 hours, which I'm thinking how, to be honest.
Freely run in any direction. But
unless there must be a lot of cutscenes then.
Sonic Team doesn't like to use the term open world to describe Sonic Frontiers gameplay, instead referring to its style as being open zone. Open world games like Zelda or other AAA games fundamentally have RPG or adventure worlds. For Sonic, the core here is a 3D action game. Our basic idea was to have that take place in open space. What sets Sonic Frontiers apart is this...
So it's like getting from zone to zone, like the cyberspace, but then going in a big world, like an island. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Approach to an open game world. Having played Sonic Frontiers for about 4 hours, it's easy to see what Iizuka-san means. Sonic Frontiers' open zone design is very different from any other open world I've played. It's a giant playground. Every few feet, there's a bumper spring that bounces you like a pinball between 5 other bumpers before putting you on one of the many grindable rail tracks. Or a speed ramp that sets you on a completely different path leading to some other collectible or reward. Or a line of rings that you can lightspeed dash into.
That's not a lightspeed dash, but okay. But I hope the lightspeed dash is actually, he's telling the truth there. I think he is, because I swear I saw it in the corner. Yeah, bro, literally just there. Unless I've seen another one, but like a full trail of rings. Also, see that up there? That's cool. If you can go all the way up there, that's going to be really cool. Well, obviously you can, because, but like grinding up a thing.
Core appeal of every Sonic level having multiple paths that eventually loop back around to the main one, and applied that to these giant non-linear open zones. One thing that has to be noted is that very few of these elements are built into the environmental design, meaning that rails, platforms, boost rings, and so on are just inexplicably floating in the air all around, which isn't totally unusual for a Sonic game, but it feels especially jarring in Frontiers in particular because of the frequent and sudden pop-in of these objects and the otherwise very naturalistic art style. Of course, it's worth emphasizing that this gameplay and the version that I played were from an early build, but this is
early build, interesting.
Definitely
Why would they give you an
area that I would hope to see improvement in the final version.
I mean, I hope that this isn't gonna be what is it? What your typical
a wide variety
rip-off
of puzzles and challenges that are littered throughout the zone.
I hope this is still gonna have the core Sonic stuff in it, because that's what makes a Sonic game a Sonic game.
Is how you uncover sections of your map. Most of these are very simple, requiring you to orient a statue the correct
just make a statue go in one other position.
way, quickly hop back and forth between colored tiles, or use Sonic's new side loop ability to draw circles around certain objects in the environment to interact with them. The best ones, though, are the races against the clock, where you have to get from point A to point B in a limited amount of time.
Oh, that's really cool. I wanted to see that in a Sonic game before, being able to go from point A to point B, but I hope that the momentum and the traversal makes sense in the game. Like, it's actually fun to get to point A to point B, and it's you have like a record time, so you can keep going back and forth. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Level design,
especially if there'll be a lot of routes as well to go there, to get there, which obviously I'm pretty sure 99.5% that there will be, so.
Make straightforward races like these a ton of fun, because you have to try and improvise a path to the end that might not be immediately obvious.
Yeah, cool. I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I said. Sonic's new tricks? Oh, his combat, okay.
There are some exceptions, but combat in traditional
Hey,
Sonic
Unleashed was there.
A thing that goes much deeper than jumping, rolling, or using a homing attack into enemies at the right time. That changes in Sonic Frontiers, which now has you fighting all sorts of wandering enemies and mini-bosses using an all-new array of incredibly flashy attacks. It's not all style and no substance, though. Sonic is able to quickly dodge using the bumper buttons on the gamepad, and
bumper buttons? That's strange, you know.
Together, he can even parry attacks with the right timing.
What I liked about characters like Sonic and also Rayman is like their gloves, like the way they can animate their gloves. So animation really does matter in this game, but I feel like stuff like Poppin and stuff like that doesn't look graphically textured properly. I feel like they'll fix that by the end of near the release date.
The attack also feels much more powerful, landing with a ton of impact and keeping Sonic.
You know, I agree with that. The whole impact of the homing attack, it actually does genuinely look like it packs a punch.
Enemy, allowing for a flurry of follow-up strikes. One of the things I really appreciate about the combat from what I played is that there are usually multiple ways to deal with specific enemies. Like, take for example this guy, who has an impenetrable shell that he can expand into spinning blades and throw at you. One way to deal with him is just to carefully time your homing attacks so you don't get hit by the blades. But if you do that, the window to damage him is small. To increase that window, you can either parry the blades and knock them away right before they hit you, or you can even use Sonic's side loop ability to encircle the enemy.
Oh, it's a side loop.
To go flying upwards. Defeating these enemies will reward you with EXP that you can use to purchase new skills from a skill tree, which gives Sonic Frontiers a really nice
the skill tree. The skill tree. Okay, so if it's power progression, right? But I hope it's more than that. I hope you're able to actually get more new abilities.
The relatively short amount of time that I played. Some of the later skills that you can get are just unbelievably cool. And
Oh, okay, new skills, which means, yeah, they're gonna
it's
be...
super satisfying to see Sonic Team experiment with different ways that Sonic can attack enemies beyond just spins, jumps, and bumps. In addition to these
Spins, bumps, and jumps. That's a very coordinating type of word to use.
smaller enemies, there are also a handful of enormous world bosses that I had to contend with. These are near Shadow of the Colossus-esque in their scale, with one in particular against the
Yeah, but I don't know, they're not incredibly big. I feel like maybe up to here would be good. Like, you see, like, where it says impressions. Up there to there, I think that would be a pretty cool.
requiring Sonic to
Because, like, they say run up the leg, but,
the Titan to
like,
slightly
it's so
hit
easy.
the ground and then boost up
Look,
its
you
arm
just go up
before
there,
it
you go,
reaches the weak
bang,
spots on it.
already up. Like, come on, at least take a minute or 2 minutes to get up the leg.
On its head. It's
Like, I don't care if you have to climb because they have some sort of energy. I don't really care, to be honest. If like, I just don't want it to be fast because you want to give the immersion that it's a big boss. It's a big character.
ambitious boss battle, far beyond anything I've seen in the Sonic series to date. But
Perfect Chaos. Perfect Chaos and the Dark Gaia.
it's also the part of the game that needs the most work.
But I guess that's supersonic, so maybe that's...
Far too often, I'd fly off the boss's arm without knowing why, or I'd get to the top and for some reason lack the momentum needed to actually reach the head. Sonic must hunt down and defeat these bosses
Oh god.
in order to collect portal gears,
Okay, that's cool.
which open up
You can like
portals that lead to
climb back up.
bite-sized linear
The
stages.
climbing doesn't look too bad. It
done
looks
in the
pretty
style of
polished
previous Sonic
actually.
games, giving Sonic Frontiers a nice mix of both old and new styles. These
That
classic
looks like the boss from 06, Egg Genesis.
levels each
up
come
there.
with a handful of optional goals, like beating the level under a certain time, collecting all the red rings, and so on, with each goal rewarding you with a vault key, which are needed to unlock the coveted Chaos Emeralds. Sonic Frontiers is an exciting new step forward for the Sonic series into uncharted territory, and based on my time with it, Sonic Team seems to have hit upon a winning formula. There's certain
Oh, really? So it's good. I mean, most of those guys' impressions have been pretty good, so... Yeah.
still work to be
I said that the world premiere was pretty trash. I give it a 3 out of 10. I gave the combat a 7 out of 10 because I think it genuinely didn't look too bad.
done before its release
It
during
looked
the
pretty good.
holiday season. There's a lot of distracting pop-in, there's a fair amount of bugs still left to be squashed, and the big boss fight
Thing is, with Sonic games, there's never bugs in a Sonic game because, what is it? After 06, post 06, because they have to hammer down on bugs like crazy after that game.
could do with some tweaking. But ultimately, my time with this early build answered the one question I had on my mind. Will Sonic's one-of-a-kind gameplay translate into an open world? The answer is a resounding absolutely. Thanks for watching, and tune into IGN for more Sonic Frontiers coverage as part of IGN First. And for everything else, keep it here on IGN.
So they really got IGN to kind of help them out there. Yeah, you can kind of see with the freestyle tricks that it's from Generations, but they've ported it so badly or something's happened. Like, that's from Generations, that freestyle trick. Alright, Nick, on to the next gameplay. Okay, these are impressions from Nintendo, so we're gonna have a look. Oh, this is the new gameplay.
Sonic Frontiers is ambitious. That much has always been clear. The
Yeah.
game's initial gameplay reveal may not have painted the fruits of that ambition in the most polished light. Technically, it was all a little bit rough around the edges, but even still, I've been excited and curious about the potential this new concept has to redefine what a modern 3D Sonic game could look like. I was very fortunate to have an opportunity to go hands-on with the game recently at a
Hey, you
Summer
see that? Very fast
Games
traversal
Fest
there.
press event, and after spending almost an hour with it, I feel like I have a much more complete picture as to the potential this game has. Sonic Frontiers plays much better than it looks at the moment, and I fully expect that players will have a lot of fun exploring its intricately designed world once the game is released. I spent about an hour dashing, jumping, and battling my way through the sprawling, lush environment that was previously highlighted in Sonic Frontiers gameplay trailers, and my main takeaway was that the game feels great to play at almost every level, even in this
Wait, is that
pre-release.
birds?
The takeaway was that the
birds?
game
Is that
feels great
birds?
to play at almost every
What is that? You see those like people like
level.
dancing? See
Even
that? Is that Chow? Is that
in
that's
this
actually
pre-release
Chow?
stage.
I'm actually so
The zone I
gassed.
explored in my demo, the green, hilly ecosystem that has previously been highlighted in trailers, is an absolute joy to explore. being
I
both
like how many
vast and
collectibles
dense
there
with
are.
compelling things to do. From tucked away platforming challenges that can lead to hidden collectibles, to giant, intimidating bosses that freely roam the environment.
Oh, this
there's
boss
a
we're gonna review
surprisingly
later. I've
large
already
amount to see and
seen.
do in this
I've already
first
saved
area.
it, so we're gonna look
Better
at this
yet,
later.
what I saw of the game's content had me feeling hopeful
We're just listening to what this review's got to say.
that this could be the smartest 3D Sonic game in a while.
So good impressions so far, even from IGN and Nintendo. So
One that really rewards player curiosity more than any other previous entry. Sonic Frontiers has two different playstyles to choose from. Action style, which gives Sonic a bit of extra weight as he moves around,
action
and
style.
high speed style, which is
high speed.
considerably faster.
I think I'll play action style because I kind of want to get more combat in, but I don't know. I'll probably try out both, obviously, but
Rest assured that if Sonic's speed looked a bit slow in previous gameplay trailers, it feels much better when you are actually playing it. Action style is being billed as an experience recommended for more casual players, and high speed style is
oh, it's more casual. All right, well I'll play high speed style. I thought action style meant combat heavy. All right, well I'll play speed style then.
described in the game as recommended for people who are used to Sonic games. While the game
Yeah, well they say that at the same time though, but there's not really much of a difficulty difference. I know a lot of people are like, oh, what do you mean? But you need to be a Sonic Forces player to understand exactly what I mean. Okay. Play Sonic Forces.
definitely feels better to play at a faster speed, in my opinion. It's just
I know a
more
lot of people won't get that from the people that have just joined the franchise.
exhilarating and challenging. Action style did a great job at helping me get accustomed to how Sonic moves. And
What the hell was that?
exhilarating and
Sorry, I just
challenging.
want to have a look at this
Action
quickly.
style did a great job at helping me get accustomed to how Sonic
Okay, Sonic just did
moves
some weird
in this
flip.
new open environment, and it was a great introduction to the physicality of his combat style.
Hold on.
Controlling Sonic felt really natural in
Okay.
Sonic Frontiers, and his movement style combined with the many grind rails and boosts located around the environment allows for what felt like a lot of room for creative traversal of the world. In
Yeah.
fact, what I played of
It
Sonic
generally
Frontiers
does look
was all
really fun to
remarkably
traverse, though.
freeform. While you are
Not
following
in
the story
terms
with
of not in terms of animation, but I mean like
An
just in
ultimate
terms of just running
reset
around and seeing
through line,
things.
how quickly you get to the next part of the game and what you do along the way is almost entirely up to you. Your progress in Sonic Frontiers seems to be primarily gated by portals, which can only be activated after you complete a certain number of activities around the map. But what activities you decide to do, and the order in which you do them, seems mostly up to you.
That's really cool. I really hope that they're gonna have some really tricky things in this game, especially if they're gonna be doing side quests. I feel like there might be side quests
Want to
actually.
go explore that massive tower in the distance? Hey, if you can find a way to the top, go for it. Want to focus on locating the small environmental puzzles that are scattered about, or participate in some timing-based challenges? Or
But what did they give you though? What do these challenges give you? You needed like a reward factor.
you can do that too. Want to go challenge one of the many large bosses that are stomping and sometimes flying around the environment? The game will not stop you. There is even fishing, apparently. Don't ask me how that works. Your guess is as good as mine at
Fishing, Big the Cat. Big the Cat's in
and
this
sure,
game.
nothing is keeping you from racing
Big
through
the
the
Cat
game
needs.
as
He
fast
hasn't
as
been in a
possible,
game in
but
ages.
If you want to
Well,
collect as many
TSR,
rings
but
as you can, or just generally look cool while dashing around, you'll really want to take some time and explore alternate routes. Now, look, it is weird that there are grind rails just floating around the game world.
and
that are
it
too-
is very strange why there's grind rails just randomly placed everywhere. But I feel like it's not going to be too bad if once the pop-in is gone.
nothing.
maybe.
And there were a few that I wrote on that didn't really seem to go anywhere. But
This guy's so quiet though. Why is he such a? Come on,
most
man.
of them did, and the ones that did
Like, I'm
often
trying to listen to your review and I can't hear you.
led to something interesting.
God
And
damn it.
while I didn't receive any specific details, the Sega rep that I spoke to at the event said that there are multiple other biomes in the game beyond the green and hilly zone we've seen so far. Although what those other regions will look like is anyone's guess. Don't expect combat to
It's
be
gonna be deserts, isn't it?
the mindless breeze that it has the reputation
It's gonna be
being in
like
other 3D
sizzling
Sonic
deserts.
games either.
I hope there's
Very
gonna be
few
like a
of the
snow
enemies
area.
you'll encounter are mindless foes. Most of them are either very aggressive, very resilient, or very large. Each encounter that I played through felt important, and each type of enemy I faced in this first area felt distinct. One of them.
Hold
for
on, can I
example,
just have a look at this? I'm gonna review this later, but
And each
look
type
at this.
of enemy I faced in this
hold
first
on.
area
Look at that. Look at that. Why does his legs go like that?
felt distinct. One of
He
them,
boosts out the way, which
for
is really
example,
cool.
was invulnerable.
Yeah, this gameplay looks so much better. It's
Unless
ridiculous.
I managed to use my Psyloop ability to draw a trail around it, at which point it would be stunned long enough for me to get in a few attacks. Another
This
one
guy definitely know. If this is the guy that's playing it, I'm not sure, maybe, but He definitely knows what he's doing.
Required me to use Sonic's homing feature to chip away at armor piece by piece, and my favorite encounter, a massive lumbering creature that vaguely reminded me
so the rings you can pick them up now, because in the first trailer, I don't know, they just look like
of Horizon Zero Dawn's tall necks. Required me to actually run up the side of the boss, and then
Okay, that kick. A lot of these attacks look like they have more impact.
Zero Dawn's tall necks.
Like, look at that. See, like it actually kicks and like it
Required
actually
me to
makes an
actually run up
impact.
the side of the boss, and then get above its shield to perform some mid-air attacks on its weak points. You can also parry attacks and perform ground stomps.
Oh, I've seen the
Sonic's
parry.
repertoire of
Oh, bro, that's so cool.
You can
Look
also
at this.
parry attacks and perform ground stomps.
I know. They showed this with like that ninja.
So
See, like he moves
Sonic's
his ball. That's so
repertoire of
cool.
skills is already pretty comprehensive, even at this early stage. And in classic Sonic fashion, if you
I kind of wish that the parts stayed on the floor. Look, it might have looked more realistic. Like you walk into them, and they kind of like they're still
lose all
visible.
your rings, which can happen in only a few hits if you're careless, Sonic will meet his demise. Fortunately, any damage you've dealt to a boss before you die seems to persist when you return to them, so the penalty for messing up isn't too harsh, but it's all just challenging enough that I felt an engaging amount of pressure to maintain.
I hope so. I really hope so that they're going to be
Aware.
challenging this game. I mean, it seems like there is because like the spinning enemy, the worm, the knight, definitely not the knight, the ninja. They all look like they're pretty heavy in terms of difficulty. I hope. But then again, if that's the speed difficulty, I don't know. That the hardest difficulty? I don't know.
What my foes were doing. Also, it sounds like this version of Sonic will get upgraded over time if you choose to.
Which is very good. I don't know why you didn't explore that though.
Collecting
Or
the
they didn't let you.
skill pieces around the environment, and these will eventually merge into skill points that can be used to unlock new abilities for Sonic, and somehow make him even faster if you want. I don't know for sure what the full scope of this system is, but it seems promising at this early stage, and I'm curious as to how vastly the Sonic Frontiers experience may or
This
may
shot is really cool. I might actually put that as my wallpaper. Like, look how cool that is.
not change depending on how I choose to upgrade my version of Sonic.
I don't care what anyone says. That is
One-
a really cool viewpoint.
The thing I didn't get to see too much of in this demo was the story, although from what I did see, don't expect some big emotional magnum opus. While Sonic doesn't really seem to talk too much during gameplay, the few cutscenes I saw contain the same old charming goofiness that all Sonic players are deeply familiar with at this point. It's a
Oh god. Oh god.
little incongruous with the pensive piano notes that soundtracked my exploration, but the focus of Frontiers seems very much to be on the gameplay, which I'm really relieved about personally.
I mean, hey, if Roger does well, then it'll feel like a Sonic game again.
Big unknown for me, really, is if Sonic Team will get this game to a technical state that's solid enough for a release later this year.
They will. They will.
What I played was very much an early pre-release build,
They always have. Okay, that looks terrible.
so it's not necessarily a metric of how the final game will turn out, and what I experienced was technically solid.
That's a really okay. I'm gonna
Overall,
review this in a
There are
minute.
just a lot of rough edges at the moment from
Rough
version,
edges.
and I wasn't even playing the Switch version. Still, there's plenty of time.
Okay, so yeah, you're talking about how the game looks. All right, well, I think we already know what you're saying, so we're just gonna go on to the next. All right, let's see the boss teaser. Actually, this is like the new bosses that showed off. Apparently, I've heard Cyberspace is also going to be shown off on the 29th of June, so I'll probably just do like an immediate reaction to that. Okay, pretty standard, just like the yeah, okay. I like how the camera always pans out. I think they did that for the Infinite fight as well in Forces, which I really like the camera switching. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, time for the next. Okay, this is the proper gameplay. This is where we actually have a good on see. Okay, so he goes up the spring, the rings. The rings look really cool when they get on. What I've noticed is Sonic's shoes are also very dirty, which shows that he's been around the environment. Pretty cool. Still needs a homing attack. Like, come on, man. I kind of wish Sonic went into a ball when he went up the that zip, not the zip, the hand thing. Like, you know when he goes into a ball when he goes faster. Okay, still no momentum, but hey, as long as Sonic's fun to control, like, I don't really care. Yo, that when he goes up this, listen to that. It sounds like you know Minecraft, that block, that pink block, like it's like where it chimes. It's like in those caves. I feel like the rings need to look more realistic. Yeah, that's such a cool view. I hope these are the other islands you get to explore as well. Yeah, here we go. He goes down. On rail. Noticed a bit of pop in there, but oh well. This animation looks way better. Like, look at this. Okay, the sound is really nice. Okay, this is the next gameplay. I love how smooth this is, especially when it's raining as well. Wait, hold on. Oh, I think it is. I think Sonic is actually getting wet from the rain, which is cool. Okay, this is the ninja fight. I really want to analyze this. Okay, so it's like kind of like, you know, like those like high school bullies when they not that. That's such a bad analogy, but like, you know, when like someone tries to intimidate you, and they go out and then they go in, like kind of like that. I was like, you want it, you want it. And then Sonic coming attacks. Okay, let's see the animations quickly. Cool. Okay, this is really much better animation. Oh my god, this is so sick. Okay, that needs work. Just went through him. Okay, bang, bang, bang. See, it blocked it, see that? Oh my god, that's so cool, the way it goes around. Okay, dodge. Yo, you have to click like B or bumper or however you dodge at the right time there. Look at that. Look at this. Look how throw. You need to hit that button before it goes. So which means that you have to be good at the game. Don't know why I just was dancing there. Maybe just like you have to wait until it gives you an opening, which is really cool. Oh my god, that's the most badass thing I've seen in this entire showcase. Oh my god. Yo, look at this. Look at this. Ready? It goes round. Yo! And it blows up as well. Cool. That's the gear for the cyberspace. Cool, okay. Okay, this is what we just saw earlier, but I want to probably watch it now. Okay, homing attack. Kick, kick, kick. Punch. Okay, it's like raining like this new like attack, which shows that you actually have to avoid stuff. Jump. I think you have to press the dodge button at the right time there. Okay, you didn't lose your rings there. I really hope that if you die, it kind of respawns the entire boss, because I really want there to be some challenges. Because I heard like I heard in an article, right, that what is it? If you die, the boss will still have the same health. Oh my god, that's so cool. Watch this. So Sonic Boost, he goes in. I love the flips that he does, and then he goes back and he homing attacks, and then he goes around like this, and he boosts out the way, like he air boosts, which showed like that's so cool. And then he does the spin cycle, spin loop, side loop. Okay, that needs work. That little animation there. It's like the Death Egg robot. One of the forces, like that thing where he shoots all of those things, those rockets. This is a really cool animation. Not gonna lie, I give this like an 8 out of 10. Like I think this looks really good. Especially when he moves like that. Like these two gameplay battles are an 8 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, I'd say.
Use the gear as you have done before.
I think that's a cyberspace, the girl voice or something. Okay. Okay, that still looks terrible. Those freestyle tricks. Like, please, Sega, please improve those. They look pretty bad. Okay, he's still slow. I don't like that. Oh my god! Did you see that? He just flopped. What was that? Alright, well that needs work. Well, that's not how physics work. Still don't know why he does that little flip thing. See that? Watch this little flip thing that he does. See that? I don't know why he does that. It doesn't look right. Okay. Oh, this is like the meme, the parry meme. Yo, that's been everywhere. That's been all over YouTube, all over TikTok. Yo, this is so sick. This parry meme. Look at this. Ready? Bang! Oh, that's so sick. Then he boosts through. Okay, in 60 FPS, it definitely does look better, like a lot better, the animation. It's still not perfect, obviously. I give it a 6 out. The animation I give it a 6 out of 10 for the things that aren't polished, but some animations are ridiculously good. Like the 8 out of 10, I'd say. Like the against the worm and also against the ninja. Like a lot of those animations are really good. Okay, 3 star tricks. Still needs work though. Again, like I said, these crate boxes. I swear those crate boxes are out of 06 or something. Alright, this is like the puzzle, the flame puzzle. I mean, come on, man, this come on, at least make this hard or something. Like, it's pretty easy. That's like the tutorial kind of thing, I think. I don't know what these are. And that was the gameplay of Sonic Frontiers. Overall, I give it a 7 out of 10, just overall, because there were some underwhelming things like the original beta build. Not beta, the alpha build. But yeah, honestly, I'd give this a 7 out of 10 overall. First things were underwhelming, like the world premiere. But then as it went on, this looks really good. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, like, the combat looks really good. The story, I hope, is gonna really make this game fun. Just giving my honest opinions, to be honest. Like, I don't think it looks mid. I think it looks pretty good. Like, I give it a 7 out of 10, which is pretty good score. Yeah, because combat looks fun. More traversal could be better. I think animations. I feel like this game could be a good Sonic game. Not as good as the GOAT SA2, but I feel like close to contend with Generations. So, yeah, fully 3D. Oh yeah, also, Cyberspace will be coming out on the 29th of June, like the gameplay, so I'll do a reaction to that, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.